If you are owning an online shop for food made with Shopware 6, then it really makes sense to show recipes to your customers, because customers cooking your recipes are most likely to buy your products too. In this tutorial I want to show you how you can create a recipe sections in your online shop similar to a blog. Have fun! Welcome ladies and gentlemen, it's Alexander from Shop Studio. And let's get started with this tutorial. The goal is to create a recipes sections in your Shopware 6 store. And a long time ago I have created a plugin for this use case. It's called Recipes and it's only working for the self-hosted Shopware 6 version. And for example, if I click here on this image and I slide to right, we can create a recipes listing similar to this one with images. We can see the duration and how hard it is to cook this recipe, for example. We can filter for recipes. We can download PDFs, which are auto-generated. We have ingredients, we have preparation steps, product recommendations. This is a PDF. So this plugin is very sophisticated, similar to products in Shopware 6. As this plugin is a paid one, you have to add it to the shopping cart and buy it, but do not forget to claim your 30 days free trial month, because it always makes sense to try it before you buy it. After you bought your plugin, the next step is go to the Shopware administration and now to extensions, My Extensions, and we scroll down to the recipes because we have to install and activate this plugin. We click on Install App and directly afterwards we click on this checkbox here to activate this plugin. It's now fully activated. Now we can start with the recipes setup and we can create our first recipes under Catalogs and Recipes. Now we see the recipes overview. And on the top right side, we have to click on Add Recipe. There are only some required fields. For example, we can have the title field here. This is required, so we fill in sushi. And we click on Activate. The description is optional and more informations and the other fields are optional too. We click on Save Now and we have basically created our first recipe. After the creation, we can see that some new tabs have appeared, called Ingredients, Preparations and Properties. We leave the recipes for now and we go to the Content Shopping Experience to create a new recipes category in your storefront. We click on Create New Layout. We choose Shop Page. We, for example, choose the sidebar layout. We name it Recipes. Click on Create Layout and now we have two drop zones here. We click on plus and we have to change the block category to recipes. This is the recipe listing used for the recipe listing in the storefront. We click here, drop it here, and for example if you want to show a sidebar, we have to go to sidebar. And for example, we click the product filter and drop it here. If we want, we can change, for example, the layout of a box. We have standard boxes and minimal boxes. You have to choose it because it's always different in every theme. We can show the sorting if you want, or maybe decrease or increase the number of recipes per page. We leave the defaults here. We click on Done. And now we click on Save. We have created a CMS page now. To display this new CMS page as a category, we have to go to Categories. Now here on the three dots, we have to create a new subcategory and rename it Recipes. We click on the new category, we set it to Active and, very important, we have to change the layout from the default one to Recipes. Now we can go to the storefront and see the temporary result. We can see that the recipes category has appeared. We click on it and see that no recipes have been found, but at least we can see the filter on the left side. Why is the sushi recipe not showing? This is because we have to go to the recipes again. Here, we click on sushi. And it's very, very important to assign a category and a sales channel similar to products. Because, for example, you could have like 100 recipes in your store, and maybe you have 2 or 3 different food stores, so you can distribute the recipes to different stores basically. In our case, we want to set it to Storefront. The categories is recipes here, and the main category only used for schema.org markup for SEO reasons is basically the same in our use case. We click now on save, go back to the Storefront, and the sushi recipe is appearing. We click on to recipe, and we can see there is a basic layout, but a lot of information is missing, but at least the download PDF button is here. To fill out some more content, for example, we can go to the base tab, we can set the description. This is a description. We can, for example, if you want, you can even schedule the recipes that you maybe want to release it automatically in 1 month. If you have a content plan, you can set the author, currently only used for schema.org markup, but soon there will be a bigger update with a more sophisticated author system. But here we can, for example, set the difficulty to medium. We can say it's for persons basically. I don't know, it's maybe good for vegetarian diet. If it's a vegetarian sushi, you can enter a cuisine. It's also used for schema.org markup. Maybe a cooking method, estimated costs, the preparation time could be, for example, like let's say 1 hour cooking time, maybe 10, and the total time is 70. These times are used for filtering later. We can have some nutrition values here, kilocalories, kilojoules, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and more basically. We can also add media here. For example, we can upload a new media for the basically slideshow, but if only 1 image is uploaded, it's just a static image. I have uploaded an image here. Only 1 is enough for this tutorial with a basic sushi image. Another thing we can, for example, add is product recommendations. Maybe we can say we want to show the main product, variant product, and this one too. If we want, we can set the meta title, meta description, SEO keywords for SEO. Let's do it by, for example, just copying this name here. Maybe the best sushi, okay. And the meta description is my description. It's also possible to change the SEO URL. If we click here on the Storefront channel, we can see that the SEO path is recipes, recipes, and sushi. Maybe it's not good like here. This is because this is a static prefix from a plugin, but as you can see, you can change it too. This is the category. It's the same name as the static prefix, so we can delete it. And this is, of course, the name of the recipe, our sushi. We click on save. Now we go to the top and maybe we can add some ingredients. Let's say we add first a new ingredient list. For example, we name it for sushi. We click on save. Now we can add new ingredients. Let's say we need rice, unit, gram, quantity, maybe it's a bit too much, 50. You can add max and min quantities. This is because you can calculate in the Storefront the ingredients dynamically based on the persons. I can show you later. You can round the calculation, for example, round up or round down. If you maybe only want to show, or maybe you want to round from 195 to 200 to make the numbers a bit more clean, it's possible too. And if you, for example, say the product, it's possible to assign a product. Let's say main product is not a generic product, it's maybe the rice product you are selling. So you can select it here. Now go to the preparation steps. We add a preparation, something like before, after. So we have 2 preparations. Properties is only important for filtering. Maybe, for example, you want to filter based on recipes made in the year 2022. So you can create your properties here and maybe have a property for year, and then you can assign properties similar to tags and filter them in the storefront. Okay, we have filled out some information. We click now on Save. We go to the listing again. And we can see that we have a small image now here. We have the duration, the difficulty, the description. We can filter for recipes, of course. In this case, filter for medium. We have 1 entry. We filter for easy. No recipes found. We can filter for the total time, cooking method, preparation time, and more. We click on to recipe. And we can see our image again, the headline, all this information. Now we can see the ingredients. We have 50 grams of rice. If we click on this rice, we get forwarded to the product. It's also possible, for example, to increase the people for this ingredients. So for example, if you increase 16, we have 200 grams here. And on the right side, we can see our preparation. The preparation time, cooking time, total time, and our 2 preparations, basically before and after, and here are the steps, first step, second step. And on the bottom, we see the product recommendation. If we click on download PDF, we can see that we have an auto-generated PDF here. One note from my side, this information here, including the logo, come from the Shopware settings. So basically this is the shop email, we have here the phone number, the website, and of course the logo of your shop. And here, of course, you can see ingredients, you can see the preparation steps and the image again. So basically, this is very dynamic. One more thing. If you go to the extensions, to my extension, and you go to the recipes and click here on the 3 dots, and then under configuration, you can find more configurations. For example, you can disable some filters. For example, if I go back to the storefront, I want to disable the difficulty filter. Thus, I click here, now on Save, and the filter is gone. Sometimes it's not allowed to show the recipes. It really depends on the country. So we can toggle these checkboxes here too. And if we refresh the page, we can see it's not possible anymore to add this product. Regarding PDFs, the default PDF generator is based on Doom PDF. This is the one which ships with Shopware and is used, for example, for invoices and delivery notes. Sometimes some bugs are occurring with the Doom PDF generator. For example, if you maybe have like a specific image format for your main image or image gallery, sometimes you have problems here because it doesn't get rendered. And I can really recommend, if you have problems, to switch the PDF provider to PDF Crowd. PDF Crowd is a paid provider, a third-party one, which is not included here. So you have to pay for the PDF generation. And I think it starts from €10 per month, but it's more reliable than Doom PDF. It also makes sense, for example, if you're using Doom PDF or even more with PDF Crowd to enable PDF caching. This means that, for example, if you generate this PDF, the next time it doesn't get generated again. And this is very useful if you are paying for every generation, like here with PDF Crowd. If you're using PDF Crowd, do not forget to add your username and API key. That's it. We have now created our recipes section similar to a blog with Shopware 6. And now, of course, you can add more recipes and show it to your customers and be happy about more sales. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a review or like below. We see us in the next tutorial as always. Bye.